Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, October 26th. It's 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The regular session for the futures markets has just closed, and I want to bring over the time and sales. And you can see my computer clock here, and my headset is just about out of juice, so I just want to show this, and then I'm going to come back and finish the recording after my headset charges. Okay, before I go any further, first the required disclaimer. Okay, it was a pretty good day for the auto trader today. Unfortunately, uh, during the crude oil announcement, the a trade got hung in the auto trader, and uh, as many of you know or may not know, I live in Hawaii, and I let the auto trader run over over the night as there's a 6-hour time difference. So there was an error in my log here, and I was not able to correct the error in real time, so it hung the trades for most of the crude oil contracts today. Otherwise, we would have had really spectacular performance. So I'm only able to report the rest of the charts that did well today, and there was a few of them. So first up is the NASDAQ on the Superinco 10 tick. This is using our line break logic. You can see our line break signal here, and then we got the trade here. And then same for the long here. The trade only came once the bars turned blue for the long, and then once the bars turned red for the short. So this did 1350. We had a couple of small losers in the beginning, and then a small short, and then followed by a pretty solid long trade and a pretty solid short trade, and then a couple of small losers at the end. 1350, pretty good on two contracts. Okay, this is the E-mini S&P on the Superinco 6 tick that begins trading at 12:30 noon. This had a single trade and pretty well placed here for a total of 562.50. Remember, $500 in the E-mini S&P is 40 ticks. Okay, next up is the gold contract. We had a mixed bag of trades, loser, a winner, a loser, and then three winners at the end. Turned this into a pretty good gain of 650 on two contracts for the crude oil. So if I tighten this up, you can see the equity that we were slightly underwater, just a few $100 until about the 11 o'clock hour. And then we pulled ahead with a solid gain with these three winners. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on the Superinco 10 tick, and this is using the volatility algorithm, not the line break like the other chart we showed. And this had a short, you can see we had three winners in a row and then a loser, and then followed by a really solid short trade and then a small loser at the end, ending up in 890 for the day on two contracts. Okay, next up is the Japanese yen futures, and we had a spectacular short trade here, which I actually closed manually, and we had an equity high of about $700 or $800, and then it actually went short again. I should have just unchecked the auto trading box because it was late in the day and I didn't want it to trade again, but it took another trade here and we gave some back. So that ended up at 512.50 for the day on two contracts. That's pretty good for the yen. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the 34-second line break. We managed a small gain on this chart as it wasn't affected by our glitch. Okay, next up is the DAX on the 34-second line break. We had a mixed bag of trades here, ending up with a $300 net gain. So kind of modest gain for the DAX, but still on the plus side of the ledger. That's all for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website at bluewavetrading.com, or feel free to shoot us an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thank you for watching.